Hello and good evening to all. Welcome back to Sharmila English class. Children, in our last class, we did formal letter. Now that I have brought is informal letter. Today we are going to do informal letter and I guess you all might be knowing how to write an informal letter because even a small child can write a small letter to his or her friend without showing any formalities. What is informal? Informal is when we do not show any formalities, that is, when we do not be too formal to others with others, that in that case we say informal. That is, informalities we show it towards our friends, relatives, elders, some of our elders who are very close to us, and to these people only we can be very informal. Not only while speaking, it might so happen that when you are writing letters, nowadays you all don't write letters, most probably you all do a WhatsApp and chats and all. Due to this WhatsApp and this Messenger and Instagram, and due to these other apps, children nowadays, most of the time you can find that children, even their parents, most of the time I have seen they do not know how to write a letter. I'm very sorry to say that they don't use appropriate words, or you can say the format of the letter is also totally wrong. It remains wrong. And the word usage is also totally wrong. So I'm very sorry to say nowadays it's happening because of your WhatsApp, because you directly message to your friends, relatives, and all. You chat over there, Instagram, then your Facebook. These are the things through which you all are passing on the messages. But while writing letters in a regular basis or in a piece of paper, you all lag behind. This is what I am very sorry to say. But now also, in other organizations, in your institutions, wherever you go, it's very compulsory to pass on a letter, whether it's a leave letter or anything. You will have to give, say, suppose you are remaining absent from your organization, then it's your duty to give a letter, that is, or an application, you can say, and that is also in a formal pattern, children. That also the parents or the uh, children or the students, say the organization, the employees, they don't know how to write. I'm very sorry to say. But it's very necessary that you all should learn at least how to write a letter properly. No doubt whether you are mailing it or you are writing in a WhatsApp or Instagram or anything or Facebook, children, please write it properly and use the proper format of writing without wasting much of your time or without taking I don't want to waste much of your time, children. Let's move ahead and let me take you to how to write informal letter. Let me teach you how to write informal letter. But remember, please watch it carefully and properly so that you all can write or use appropriate words and language. I guess further it might so happen that I'll have to write a letter and show it to you how to write. But that I don't want to do it. I'm just showing you the pattern and you need to follow that pattern. It's very necessary that we need to follow a format to write, whether it is formal, whether it is informal. Now, being informal doesn't mean that there is no format of writing a letter, but there is a proper format to write a letter, whether it's informal or formal. Let's move on. Come on. Good evening, children. Once again, welcome to Sharmila English class. But before I move ahead, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel so that others will also learn how to write a formal and informal letter. Come on, let's move on. Now, Informal letter. Here the topic today is informal letter. Hi, hello, welcome. This is all informalities that I am showing you. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is, the person needs to do is to write the sender's address. Sender's address should be on the top left side. But then let me tell you children, the sender's address is optional. It is optional. It's not necessary for you to write the sender's address. Directly you can start with the salutations like say dear or darling or anything you want. Suddenly very fast or initially you can start with that, with the salutation giving date. But date is very necessary. You will have to put on the date on the left side of the corner on the top left. You will have to put the date. What is today's date? That is 2nd February 2025. This is the date. That this way you will have to give the date, but it should be on the top left side of the corner before starting the letter. The date should be written in this way. Repeat it once again, children. Sender's address is optional. It's not necessary to write from whom the letter is coming. Okay. Now, next comes your salutation. Just below that comes your salutation. Salutations can begin with dear, my dearest, my lovingly, my darling, anything you want, you can begin with it because this is very informal. Here we do not use respected or anything else. So this is very informal letter and that begins with your salutation. Next, just below that, we will come to the introduction of the letter. Introduction of the letter is that is, it begins with the whole letter. Whether you want to, what is the purpose of your writing that letter? That is the introduction. That is, hi, how are you, hello, and all these all things you can carry on. But you are supposed to introduce your letter. That is the, what is the purpose of your writing the letter. Now, after that, below that comes your body of the letter. In that body of the letter, that body is being divided into 3 paragraphs. Body is always divided into 3 paragraphs. Introduction, the main content, and then sweet conclusion. Introduction is, here in this first topic is, you have to introduce the topic or topic of the letter. That is, what is the purpose for you to write the letter, relevant topic, whatever is the topic. Say suppose you want to go for you are staying in a you are staying in a hostel and you want to join a study tour with your friends or anything and you want to write a letter to your mama. In that case, you will have to, the topic of yours is that you want to join the study tour with your friends. So how to that you have to introduce properly to your mama so that she would say, yes, you can join the study tour. Okay, now this is the body of the letter. The first para that contains the introduction of the topic. That is how you are going to introduce your main form of the letter. What are you going to write in the letter? Beginning with the introduction, that is your others are also going for the study tour and all. That is what you are going to introduce about you're going to the study tour with your friends. That is the introduction going on of the letter. Second line, your second para is you need to share your details, your experience or anything relevant to the topic. Those are things you will have to cover. Now, why you want to go to the study tour with your friends? What is the purpose of your joining with them? What will happen if you will go? How many marks you will be getting for that in case if you will join the study tour or not. Those all things you have to describe it properly, and that too in the second stanza, not in the first stanza. First stanza is specially for the introduction. Leave it for the introduction part. Second stanza, when you are starting, you are beginning with, in the sense, second stanza carries your the reason behind you to join the study tour or anything else. Done. That is what it contains. Relevant topic. You have already introduced your letter. Now that you are going to tell in the second part is we are going to explain the details. It shouldn't be too lengthy that it would be too boring. No, it shouldn't be lengthy. Use some simple words so that your others can also understand what you want to say, so that the proper messages will be conveyed to the friends or to the person whom you are writing, so that he or she might accept or consider your letter. Okay. Now, the third part is to wrap up your letter with very good wishes. I'm not saying to wrap up your letter in the sense as to wind up your letter, to close the letter or to send it something. So I'm not asking you to do that. Wrap up your letter in the sense as you need to wind up, you need to end up with a very good wish, or say with regards or anything, or with love or anything, with good wishes. You need to wrap up that letter, and that is called the end of the third paragraph. That should be in the third paragraph, which needs to, when you are ending it up, it should end up with proper wish, with a loving wish, and that is called, that comes in the third paragraph. Let me repeat it once again, children. First para, the letter contains three parts. The body of the letter contains three parts. In the first para, you are going to introduce the topic related to why you are going to, what is the purpose of your writing the letter. That is in the first para. Second para is you need to share your details or experiences or anything relevant to the topic. That is in the second para. And third para is you need to wrap up your letter with good wishes or your blessings or anything you need. With those all things you need to wrap up your letter. Remember, children, that the body contains three paragraphs. It should be very decent, very proper. Okay, now then comes your signature. Now let me tell you, in other words, signature here doesn't mean your signature. Signature means how are you ending up the letter. That is yours lovingly, or best wishes, see you soon, take care. These are the things, lots of love. These are the things that we write when we are giving a, that is called signature ending. What is it called? Signature ending. That signature ending should be very proper. When you are writing any letter to your friends or letters, it should be very properly written. Especially the signature ending should be yours lovingly, to very close person to whom you are writing. In that case also you can write yours lovingly. Say suppose you are writing to your principal, you cannot write yours lovingly. Remember. So that is yours lovingly, or best wishes, lots of love. These are the words that is to be used when you are ending the letter. That is called signature. I'm not asking you to put your signature. Next, signature and yours lovingly, and that too with name. Your name should be there with lots of love, Sharmila Satpathy. With lots of blessings, Sharmila Satpathy. Or your name, Sharmila, Rahul, anything you want to write, you can just write it. Okay, so that is what. Then your closing line, there should be a closing line. That is, when comes the closing line? After wrapping up the letter. After the third para, when I told you that you need to wrap up your letter, in that at that point, you can add up this closing line, that is, take care, see you soon, hope everything will go fine, enjoy your life, enjoy your day, have a very beautiful day, have a wonderful day. These are the things, that is, these are the words that is to be used with, that is called closing line. That is called closing line. Closing line means at that moment you are going to write take care or see you soon or with have a wonderful day, have a blissful day, and all these are the things that you are going to write. And then just below that you can put your signature. That is not put your signature. Again, you can use that yours lovingly or take care, see you soon. Again, you can write and with your name. That is what you are going to end it up your letter. Lots of love and all with blessings or blah blah blah, whatever you want you can write that. So this is the way we write informal letter. Let me explain you. Let me just have very quick recap session of what you are going to write. The format, I'll just have a very quick recap session. Number one is, remember children, sender's address. It's not at all necessary for you to write. It is optional. So I have written it in the bracket. That is optional. It's not compulsory for you to write the sender's address. Then comes your date, where date you need to put totally second, use the full date, whatever month it is, with the date, with the date, that is 2nd February, 3rd February, whether it's your final exams, anything, but then along with the year, date, month, and year. It should be totally written like this. And then comes your salutation, that is the beginning of the letter. Then comes your body of the letter, that is body of the letter should be it should contain 3 stanza. That is, first para should introduce. You are going to introduce your letter topic. Second should contain the main details or experiences or what is the main motive of your writing this letter. And the third para should be the your very you need to wrap up the letter, that is by with a very beautiful closing, and then use your closing part, that is with best wishes, regards, or love, or lots of blessings, or anything you want, that you can with close up. And then you can have at the end you can have your signature, and that is not signature, that is your signature in the sense is why you are what you are writing, yours lovingly, along with the date. This is what this is the format of informal letter, children. I guess you all might have followed it, understood it, and it's very clear and it's very easy to write an informal letter. But remember, there is no subject or anything else. It's just informal. So be informality. We just show it with our letters, with our friends, with our parents. These are the things where these are the persons with whom we show our informalities, with brothers and sisters. So just show your informality, and the pattern should be, the format should be very, very, very accurate. And when you're using the words, please use some very, what do you say? The words should be very, um, it should be the words that you're writing should it should be understood. It should be understood what you are writing or what proper message you are trying to convey. Those all things should be there properly in the format. All whatever you want to cover, you cover it up in all in that body only. And this is the format of the informal letter. I guess you all might have understood. And please do follow my channel, subscribe, like, and share. And if you have any doubt, if you would have, please do write in my comment section. Thank you very much. See you soon again, children. This is again an informality that I'm saying. See you soon again with my next topic. Very, very good night. Have a good day. Bye.